You are a spirit. You have possession of a soul, and then that soul manifests itself through a body. Let me say it again. You are a spirit. You have possession of a soul, and then the soul controls the body. But what does that mean? You are a spirit. See, most people can't tell you who they are. They can tell you what they are doing. They can tell you who they are being, but they can't tell you who they are. Excuse me. So what I do is spirit reports. So you are spirit. So it's like source, unlimited, all knowing, all power, chooses or chose to, just an example, to dumb him or herself down, to experience a specific niche as a individualized particle. So a spirit is a group of related thought. A spirit is a ruling disposition. So you're a spirit. You have a spirit. But most people cannot identify the spirit. Most people don't know what type of a spirit. So we all are doing, most of us, we all have learned. So we're doing or we are being what we've learned. It's called a learned behavior. It's not bad, it's not good, it just is. So everything that we are being and doing right now, some reverend doctor or bishop taught us that. Again, it's learned. Everything that we do, we regurgitating something that somebody told us. It's not innate. So what I do is innate attributes and characteristics reports. I call it a Diakonia Report or a Destiny Report. Now, this Diakonia or this Destiny Report that I do is based upon you. It's a report that shows you what type of a spirit that God designed and gifted you. Now, you can be and you can do anything, but it requires you. It requires your effort. It requires your energy. It requires you to put it together. It requires you to maintain it. So that's what everybody does. So everybody is tired. Not everybody, but a lot of people. Not you, boo-boo. You know, those other folk. Not you. So a lot of people put forth a lot of energy. A lot of people put forth a lot of effort. And this energy and this effort, it's exhausting. Being you is exhausting because, you know, we all wear a mask. But when you tap into the flow, it's like swimming downstream or swimming with the current instead of swimming against the current or swimming upstream. So stop doing what you learn. Stop being what you believe. So most of us got a belief system. We believe. We don't know, but we believe. We believe in A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And so we spend our entire life fighting to prove that A, B, C, D, E, F, G is correct. We really don't have no concrete evidence or proof. We just regurgitating some other Negro stuff. Again, it ain't bad. Ain't good, just is. But when you get to the highest level of the game, you start to over, under, and understand what causes us to come up lame. Okay, so what does that look like? Well, the first thing is your date of entry. Nothing is more powerful than your date of birth. How come? Well, the date of birth is the one thing that you can't change, boo-boo. You can't go back into your mommy's womb and come back out again. So sorry. You can't. Nobody can. So you can change your name, but you can't change your date of entry. You can't change your burst, your B-U-R-S-T. You can't change your date that the cosmic imprinted on you. So you are God embedded inside of your DNA. You have frequencies, waves, and vibrations. You have innate attributes and characteristics. So they call that life path number. So what I do for a living is help people find and understand it. You can Google it. You can research it. It's real easy to find. It ain't rocket science. But why do I charge $500 to tell you who you are? The most important subject on this planet is you. Most people know more about the Dallas Cowboys than they know about themselves, or their favorite basketball team, or their favorite TV show. So all I do every day is I spend all my time examining myself, getting to know myself, learning all of the innate attributes and characteristics of myself. I know all my strengths. I know all my weaknesses. That way I can't be caught, tricked, or bamboozled. Because when you know what triggers you, so when the trigger happens, you know, oh, I already knew that this triggers me. So I make sure that I spend a lot of time doing the activities that I'm designed. It's simple, but it's hard. Because God designed me a specific. So if you got a problem, the problem is not with me. Your problem is with God. So I'm born in the month of September. So each month has a specific meaning. Most people don't even know that. Most people don't even know that. Again, you can Google it, man. I mean, just Google meaning of the months. Now, you can pick up my report. Just go to the Diakonia Report and put it on my website. And I can give you an example or show you what I mean. And the reason why this is so important, brothers and sisters, is because you will spend your whole life doing something that somebody else told you to do, or being somebody that somebody else told you to be. And you'll miss the forest for the tree. I remember the late, great Dr. Miles Monroe said that the graveyard is the richest place on the planet, because that's where dreams go to die. The graveyard. And so it's very important that we understand that when we talk about the graveyard, or when we talk about anything like that, what we are saying, what we're talking about is the fact that you have purpose. You have a destiny. You have a reason for being here. And it's unfortunate that most people don't know the reason. Now, they know what they learned, that they was taught in school. They know what they learned in church. So we all are expressing learned behavior. Again, that's not our true core reason for being here. And most people can't identify because they don't have a system that takes them in the direction of their God-given destiny or diakonia. Everybody has a diakonia. Everybody has a destiny. Everybody has a purpose. You were born, you have a specific reason for being here. And no two people, just like your DNA, just like your fingerprint, no two people have the exact same thing. Everybody is different. And so your job is to be an original, or you will die a copy. That's your job. Your job is to be you, to be who God designed and gifted you to be. That's it. You're not here to be and do anything else. Your whole sole purpose in life is simply express, expose, and expand yourself the way God designed yourself. That's it. You're not supposed to be doing anything else except what your spirit is. So I have a spirit. You have a spirit. My spirit is made up of certain attributes and characteristics. Your job is to make sure that you understand your spirit. So my life path number is the life path number 6. So that means I'm designed with certain attributes and characteristics for that life path number. So I get the number 6 from the number 3. That's why you see all my stuff has the number 3 on it. It has nothing to do with masonry. It has nothing to do with the hidden esoteric meaning. I just so happen to be born on a date. When you take the month, the day, and the year, and you add it all up, it comes out to the number 33. For me, that's all it means. For some other people, it means a bunch of other stuff. Hey, do you, boo-boo? I'm doing me. You do you. That's the whole point of being here. The whole reason is for you to find and fulfill your God-given destiny. Most people can't find and fulfill their God-given destiny where it's automatic. In other words, most people are working way too hard. And it doesn't require you to do that. We do, but you shouldn't do it. That's why I've been doing this for 30 plus years. 30 plus years. And I'm still, even with artificial intelligence, it's even more relevant now than it was before. The reason why it's relevant because most people don't know that they are a spirit. They believe they are their soul, or they believe that they are their body. You have a soul that controls a body, but that's not who you are. You're not your body. You're not your soul. You are your spirit. Your spirit is the cosmic or source or God or universe attributes and characteristics that's placed in you prior to you incorporating or downloading into a body. Your focus, your energy, your time should be spent on understanding espiritas, your spirit. Now, let's go to my website real quickly. I can show you what I mean. So this is the website, my primary website, masterteacher33.com. All I did was click on the link that says Diakonia. I have another website also that breaks this down. And on the website, again, I've been doing it for 30 years, 750 pages, all about you. And all I do is I explain, this is the copy of the book. I can send it out to anybody that don't already have it. This breaks down each of the 45 chapters. It's only $1, $2. But I send it out to you free today. Anybody that watches this and text me or email me and let me know that you want a copy of the book. What is the 750-page Diakonia Report? And I can break this down for you. And all it is, again, it just tells you your spirit. You have a specific spirit. Your spirit has possession of a soul, and the soul manifests itself through a body. Your job is to put your time and your energy into over and understanding your spirit that God gave you. Because man's job is to make sure that you never come in true contact with your God-given spirit. Because your spirit is who you really are. You're not the soul. You're not the body. You are a spirit. And your spirit was given to you based upon the cosmic and universal forces that are inside of you at the time of birth. That's the Diakonia Report. Your job is to be you. Most people spend their entire life being and doing something that's not authentic. It's not real. It doesn't come easy. You got to work hard. You got to put in a lot of effort. So the reason why I do the same thing every day, been doing the same thing every day, will continue to do the same thing every day, is because it's automatic. It's who I am. So I don't have to wake up in the morning and ask myself, man, what am I going to do today? I already know what I'm going to do today. I'm going to do today the same thing that I've been doing for 30 years. And that is help people get in contact with their true authentic self. Because the moment that you get in contact with who you truly are, what's up, my brother? Brother V? And so the moment that you get in contact with what you truly are, your true God-given self, you don't want to be anybody else. You don't want to be fake anymore. The reason that people got jobs and the reason that people do different things and their life changes is because they have not truly come into contact with their true God-given self. The moment, I'm trying to tell you what I know. The moment that you really come in and establish a true, personal, private, productive relationship with God, the moment that you really download God into your body, you have power, dunamis power. You have power to walk right, power to act right, power to think right. Now, your life actually gets harder because now you're going against the grain. Now you are the only Negro on the planet that has peace of mind. Everybody else is stressed out. And you walking around and they say, man, you didn't see what was on the news last night? Yeah, I saw a dog. Ain't got nothing to do with me, bro. And people can't figure out why you can go to the doctor and get a negative report. Yeah. You believe and you know greater is he that's in me than he that's in the world. You can lose your job. Sure, it affects you. But you get right back up on the horse. You get knocked down 7 times, but you get up 8 times. Because now you got something inside of you that's not man-made. The moment that you come in contact with the true original source of this universe, the moment that you contact the true source, the moment that, I'm not talking about religion, I'm talking about coming in contact with the innate attributes and characteristics God put inside of you. The moment that that happens, your whole life changes. Because now it's not you. You have been crucified with the Christ lunar germ seed oil. Now you understand every 28 and a half days that Kundalini buffer that rises up from the base of your spinal cord and it comes up Golgotha. It crosses the base of the skull and enter into the pineal gland and it illuminates your consciousness and your awareness. Now you got something that nobody else got. It's your own individualized personality. Your personality creates your own personal reality. Now you ain't a copy, bruh. Now you're not walking around regurgitating somebody else's stuff. Now you are walking and talking as an individualized version of God on earth. Now you have Christ eternal within the body. Yo, hey, va, hey. Now you are an individualized follower, not of religion, but of Yahushua the HaMashiach, Jesus the Christ. Once you get to this level of awareness, there is nothing. I'm not saying that life is easy. In fact, again, it gets harder. And the reason it gets harder because the enemy, for lack of a better term, the lower self, doesn't want you to operate on a high frequency. The enemy wants to make sure that he keeps you vibrating on a low frequency. What does that mean? Hill or hell. Want to make sure that you are vibrating on a level where you are not an asset. That's the enemy's job. So your job is to do your job. What's up, Sister Christy? How you doing, my sister? Your job is to be aware. That's it. Awareness of yourself. We are more aware of what's going on in politics. We are more aware of what's going on with all the race stuff. We are majoring in the minors. We spend too much time talking about, worrying about non-issues. I'm not saying that they're not important. Nothing is more important than knowing the true self. Nothing is more important than knowing Yohe Vohe or Yohe Shin Vohe or Yahushua the HaMashiach, aka Jesus the Christ. Now, we can argue and debate over letters and names. Make sure you read Proverbs 13:3 and understand the power that you have been given. Because once you tap into the true spirit that was placed inside of you, because you have a prior existence with the Father, you may or may not be aware of it. Words. Read Proverbs 13:3, man. Read it for yourself. Understand, you got to stop following man. You got to stop following and regurgitating John Smith or Joseph Smith or, Charles, Taz Russell or all of these man-made rely on systems. It's important that you come in contact with the true original source and establish peace. Not the peace that the world gives, but the peace that comes from having a personal, private, productive interaction, a cosmic connection, a cosmic coherence with Christ. And you must understand that life and death is in the power of the tongue. We must understand words create worlds. After you read Proverbs 13:3, go over and jump over to Hebrews 6:1, then Hebrews 11:1, 2 and 3, especially Hebrews 3, so you can understand that the worlds, plural, was framed by the word. If you get the wrong words, you live in the wrong world. And that's what's going on today. We are regurgitating man-made religions. We're regurgitating and we are married to man and we are worshiping men instead of worshiping the creator of men. Again, don't fall for the trick. Don't get into all of these many ticks. Poly-ticks. Poly means many. Ticks means blood-sucking animals. Don't let them suck your life force out of you by jumping into these many ticks. Politics. That's why I don't do politics. For more informing, as you already know, check out the website. If you haven't ordered your Diakonia Report, I don't know where you've been. I don't know what's going on. Y'all know I've been doing this for 30 years, and I'm going to do them for the next 30, because to me, there's nothing on the planet that's more important than knowing your true, authentic self, the way God designed you. He put himself inside of you in the form of letters and numbers, what we call math, music, and language. Get your math, music, and language report. Go to the website, masterteacher30.com. Click on the link that says Diakonia Report, or just go to the website, diakoniareport.com. Man, I love you. Appreciate you. Sister Christy, Brother V, love you. Hey, is that my brother Glenn? Glenn, what's up, bro? Hey, man, I love y'all. We'll see you at the top. God bless.